Let's discuss. Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another video, and today I will be checking out a new track from Vildhjarta called spanska känslan. I've covered a few tracks from this band on the channel, listened through their discography. I have high expectations. I've also recently done Humanity's Last Breath, which a lot of you know has overlapping members, and Buster, aside from these two projects, is just constantly working with new bands, putting out music that is exceptional. So I have high expectations for this. I will link the video I'll be using in the reaction portion of this, as well as all of the band's promotional links, social media in the description of this video. I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it. A lot going on with this art. What a rip! Oh. Ooh. The anticipation. Ooh. Very cool layering. Riffs are singing to me. Oh my. Oh, I'm so glad that stayed back there. Unsurprisingly, drums, especially at that part, just... Vildhjarta, den spanska känslan. Let's discuss. This is just so different sounding, and the translation for the song title means the Spanish feeling, and the use of the flamenco in here took what was already a great song and just brought it to an entirely different level for me. I don't think I was really thinking about the song title anymore while I was listening to the song, because right away taken back by some of the riffing, the atmosphere of the track. There's this ambient feel to it, while it also just has this completely opposite feeling at the same exact time. And I think a lot of that is the attention to detail. I talked about this with Humanity's Last Breath, and how behind all of like the evil destructive, there is this mood of like, they've made it clear they went for like this apocalyptic style sound, and I think a lot of the attention to detail there added to it being able to pull that off. And this is just completely different from that, but I think the idea stays the same. The sound that they were going for in this and bringing so much detail into the track, it just excelled any expectations. It's got so many, it's hard to sit down after listening to, you know, a 7-minute track one time that has this much going on and try to not just like word salad at everyone that's watching the outro of the video. But this is just something way different. I don't listen to anything like this in terms of, you look at that, like the use of the flamenco and then it's staying back there behind the rest of that, like the outro there, just incredible. It, even if it were used as like a transition or something, that would be like a cool eyebrow raiser. It would very much touch on the title of the track, but the way it just fits with the rest of the song is incredible. There's some moments where there's like that, you know, it goes from the pretty standard tone vocally. There's variety there. I don't mean that the tone stays the same, but overall when you look at the track, the most common tone, and it within the second it switches to like coming in so low and then kind of excelling from there. Stuff like that really stands out to me, besides the crazy riff, some of the timing that's a little bit hard to predict. I think they've had tracks that have made it much more difficult for me in the past, but this certainly takes that and has it throughout places in here. Another thing that I would mention here is, of course, I feel every time Buster is involved with something, Throne is a much, much different context, I would say, than Humanity's Last Breath in this band. It's full-on angry, like it delves into different subgenres than this does. This has like that, not that Thal is a subgenre, but when you see everyone saying Thal and stuff, this is the type of stuff that taps into that, while you look at Throne and they are just pissed. They're pissed, and I'm going to be seeing them live for the first time this year, and I cannot wait. I've been listening to them since their first song came out. So a lot of what Buster is doing, the projects he's both in and some of the bands that he works with, like Alt and stuff like that, they just maximize their sound. He is a weapon in the music that we listen to, that is for sure. And the more the music that comes out with his name on it, I feel the further that goes. You get a little bit of those pitch screams I talked about in Humanity's Last Breath with their most recent album, Ashen, and those stick out to me so much. But this had a ton of other stuff going on that just stuck out to me so much more. There are points in the song where the riff is just doing its own thing. You have the riff in the song that it was just mind-blowing, a jaw-dropper. There is certainly nothing I would come to the table and say, I wish this song had this and it would make it better for me, because this is 7 minutes incredibly well used. The drums stick out at portions for me. We are grooving with some huge riffs that are just so unique. Some of the points where I think it was like towards the end of the song, the vocals come in a lot higher, and then you can hear the riff comes in a lot higher as well. So kind of that teamwork there is also something that stands out to me. Normally I hit with like the longer outros, but this is definitely a song that kind of knocked me on my ass. A lot of stuff to take in on one listen, so I will be revisiting this a bunch. Sometimes when you run the longer song time, it can get stale at some point. It never happened with this song. This is something that is a very good use of the longer runtime and takes you on a journey throughout the song. So I will be putting this on repeat. There are so many things to take in that I'm definitely missing some stuff in my outro here, but huge riff track for me. There is a variety, but they just have this sound that is so identifiable. So this onto the playlist. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Definitely nothing that I would want to see different from this track. I'm sure the more that I listen to it, use different headphones to listen to it and stuff, the more that will stick out to me. I will continue to cover this band whenever they put out new music. All of their support links will be in the description of this video, as well as the visualizer I used in the reaction portion of this. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I will also have my link tree in the description of this video that will have my Patreon, Twitch, Discord server, any link you may need related to my channel. I am updating the Patreon to offer more content. I'm trying to get stuff on there for early access. The more ahead of my schedule I get, the longer that they'll be able to be up before they go on to YouTube. There's a bunch of stuff that I'm rolling out through Patreon. The polls for Twitch, which I've started streaming, even my request streams on Twitch now, twitch.tv/RachelReacts. I will be doing some revisits to stuff I already know. I have some themed playlists that we'll go over in streams. I'll be putting the polls on Patreon first for stuff like that. Everything that's listed in the tier, tiers is offered, but I will be updating them next week to offer more stuff within the tiers. All that stuff will be in the description. The Discord server is where the community is based for my YouTube channel. A bunch of music lovers in there, music-related conversation unrelated to music. So if you want to come join, hang out, that'll be there. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.